guys, Whitney and I are gonna go out to lunch. He's getting ready right now. The girls are out here. I put them out here to get some sun and also so I can go inside. I've got a little bit of time, maybe 10 minutes or so. So I want to go downstairs and do a little simplifying before we go to lunch. I haven't been doing any for like the last week or so because we had all the stuff going on in the house with the remodeling of the fireplace and the new light fixtures and just things like that. So I haven't done any in a while. Right now, my total is at 178 items. I have a goal to get rid of 300 items before the end of March. So it's the end of February now. So I want to get with it. I feel like I was on a roll. So I want to pick up where I left off. And even though I only have about 10 minutes right now, I just want to go see what I can get done. And I know that there are things down there that I'm ready to get rid of. So I've already started in that area, but I want to go down and finish. I say finish. I'm not going to finish down there. There's a lot to do down there, but I want to go in that storeroom and just see what I can get rid of in just a matter of about 10 minutes or so. The sun's shining, so I'm going to leave the girls out here while we head downstairs. They like it out here in the sunshine. Girls, y'all want to say hi? Y'all going to have fun staying out here in the sunshine? Yes, you will. Got my water. We're going to head downstairs, see what we can get. I'm excited. You know, like I get on a roll, or I was on a roll, so I'm looking forward to going down and seeing what we can come up with. Like I said, it's 178 items, so I'm excited to see, like I'm going to play a little game, like in 10 minutes, how many things can I go ahead and get rid of? There is a lot down here that needs to be taken care of. I've said it before, when we moved, we have just dumped things in places. We haven't found a place for everything. That's part of what I'm trying to do right now. So as you can see, I have all of this mess right here. Some of this is definitely keepers. I just need to find a place for it, so it's not where it needs to go yet. And then I have this, which is, most of this is actually stuff I'm going to be keeping because, believe it or not, I do use that stuff. For all of this stuff, first of all, I love glass. So when I come in here and I see all of this stuff, it actually makes me happy because I love most everything that is on that shelf. Now, is there anything that I might get rid of or simplify in here? Yes, absolutely, I might when I get to that part. I'm not ready for this yet. But I love decorating, and I love, you know, every once in a while just having like a fancy breakfast or doing something for dinner. And a lot of this is like vases that I'll put flowers in and things like that. So I'm not getting rid of a lot of this stuff right now. So yes, I know I have a lot of stuff, and I know some people said it looks like a thrift store. It probably does. A lot of it was thrifted. Some of it was gifts. Some of it I've had our entire marriage. But I just love it. And so I've said this before, I am not looking to be a minimalist. I am looking, however, to have everything organized, everything in a place, and make my life easy. I want things to feel at ease. So for example, if I come in here looking for a piece of glass or a pitcher or vase or whatever it is that I'm looking for, I want it to come in and be easy to find. I want it to be where I can see it, grab it easily, and I want that for every part of our home. I want everything in the kitchen to be easy to use, easy to get to for the things that I enjoy doing. And I want every cabinet, every drawer to be functional, but I'm not looking to be a minimalist. However, I do need to get rid of a lot of stuff. So we're gonna be spending probably this whole year just going through my house piece by piece and simplifying as much as we possibly can. I've said it before too, this is not a one-time thing. This is going to be an ongoing process. So for example, I was working on this shelf the other day, pretty much just this shelf. That's what I intend to work on right now, again, is this shelf. I will be going through with multiple iterations of hitting the same spots over and over because I'm trying to make the process as simple as possible by not overthinking too much. And what happens, at least with me, I find that the first time I hit a spot, I may not be ready to let certain things go, but I come back to it or I think about it, and like the next day or a couple days later, a week later, whatever it is, I'm like, yeah, I just need to let that go. So that's how I plan to go through this process. And sometimes I'm going to be spending more time at a session getting rid of things, and sometimes it's going to be quick hits like this, which is going to be 10 minutes. So I spent a little bit of time talking. Now I need to get to work. First thing I'm getting rid of are these growlers. I've got 7 of them. Most of them were from Alaska. I talked about these already, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about them. These are actually sentimental because of where they came from. When we lived in Alaska, we used to go to Moose's Tooth all the time and get their root beer. Their cream soda is so good. And then also they had excellent craft beer. So we used to go there all the time for their excellent pizza and all of their craft drinks. Anyway, we had a bunch of growlers and it's time to let them go. Even though they're sentimental to me, I don't use them. I don't need them, so I'm letting them go. I'm looking at that shelf and I see several things on that shelf that need to go. So let's go take a look. The growlers cleared out all this space down here and in this shelf down here at the bottom. When I look right here, I see several things that need to go. This is how I store or used to store a lot of my grocery bags, like extra grocery bags. So this is just trash. I need to throw it away. I don't have a trash bag, so I'm just going to use this to put trash in, and then I will get rid of it later. And a lot of the stuff in the box I'll probably have to take out to carry up. I just wanted a place to contain everything for now. We don't ever use these. I don't like that they're plastic. We got them for like when we had leftover gumbo or something, but anyway, I'm letting these go because I don't use them. They're taking up space. If I need more, I can buy more for just a few dollars. These little bottles I'm keeping because I like to make simple syrups for my drinks, and that's what I put in these. So these are keepers, but at some point I will be organizing and shuffling around. I've talked about this before. Right now, I'm not worried about organizing. All I'm doing right now is simplifying everything, and then we'll come back and do a round where we are organizing. So I'm just quickly looking to see what do I see that can go between this shelf and this shelf. Last time I talked about my Ember mug and I said I wasn't sure about it. I wanted to keep it, but the more I thought about it, I haven't used it in a while. I did love it for a long time, but I haven't been loving it for a while, so it's time to let that go. This is a pie pan that I do not use. This was given to me years ago by one of my students. His dad made it, and I've always liked it, and I have actually used it a couple times, but I don't use it very often. I'm not sure This is actually, I'm not sure, because I could use it on one of my shelves. I think it actually might go with our decor now. I'm going to keep this, but it's going to go in a maybe pile, because I am going to keep a maybe pile where I keep a box of things I'm not sure about, and then I'll decide later if I'm not using it, I'll go ahead and get rid of it. But this is definitely going. This is actually 2 pans, and I'm going to set this in another bin, and for now this is going to be my maybe pile. I have no use for this. This can go. I was just using it to like store things in. I think I had it in a drawer or something or another, but I'm ready to let that go. I have these 2 mason jars that I don't need. I have plenty of mason jars upstairs. If I need more, I can buy more. I did use these for something. I don't even remember what I used it for, so I'm gonna let these 2 go. Already I'm noticing freed up space here, freed up space on that shelf, freed up space there, and it feels amazing. I have these little jars, which I'm not sure I want to get rid of them yet, but I haven't used them in a while. I do use these every now and then though for different things, so I'm not sure. This, I've said these are all keepers, at least for now. I have a couple little tea light candles back here. That's what I'm getting out. So I'm just gonna put that in there. I'm trying to kind of, I said I'm not organizing, but I do want to free up space and kind of utilize the space more. We've said before, this is a keeper. That is my travel frother. This is my travel hot pot. So those are definitely keepers. I still don't know what this lid is for, but I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. So I'm just gonna put it in here. This just needs to go in the other storeroom where I keep all my seasonal decor. So I'm just gonna move that. This bottle, I used to use it in my bathroom with mouthwash, but I haven't used this in a long time. I still like the bottle a lot. I think it's really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead though and put this in my maybe bin because I'm not sure about it. And the same thing with this. I actually like this olive oil bottle, and it would go with our current decor in this house. I think it would actually look nice. So I'm just gonna put this in the maybe. I might take that upstairs and see how I like it. For this, I am gonna keep this, but I'm gonna move it over here for now. I have this cup, which goes with this set, so I'm just gonna move it down. I used to use this all the time. I haven't used it in a while. I don't really have room for it in my kitchen, but I still like it. It might be a cup that I keep down here to use when I'm downstairs. So this is gonna be a keeper for right now. This is an old water bottle that broke. You can see the lid is broken on it. So I think I'm just gonna put this in the trash bucket. I don't know if I should give it away or not, but I don't want to overthink things. I know a lot of people would say that I should still donate this even though the lid's broken and all, but I think we get in this trap a lot of times when we're trying to simplify, where we overthink how we're going to get rid of something. Should I throw it away? Should I donate it? Should I sell it? Should I, whatever. I'm just in this mode right now where I need to simplify, and I'm not going to overthink what I do. Since the lid's broken and it's not complete, and I would hate to give somebody, like, I wouldn't buy it like this. I don't know that anybody else would want to buy it like this. I'm throwing it away. I'm not going to overthink it. I find this is where I get stuck a lot. It's items like this where it's such a good item. It's a Yeti. These are very, very nice mugs, glasses, whatever you want to call them. But I haven't really been using them. But part of the reason I'm not using them is because I don't remember I have them and they're downstairs. Should I keep them? Should I not keep them? I'm going to put these for now in the maybe pile because I don't want to keep these if we're not using them. I'm not sure, and so I'm just putting them in here so I can make a decision about them. Look at that, it freed all that space up here. That makes me feel so good. Let's come down to this shelf. So I am keeping this. I'm just gonna move it up here. Definitely keeping the candle. I should move that up there. Definitely keeping this. This is decor. I do use it and I love it. So like this is the type of thing that I absolutely love. So I'm not going to get rid of this. If you love something, you don't need to always get rid of it, even if you're not currently using it. I'm going to put this back up here. I don't know. This is a hard one. I don't use it very often. This is my Saints mug, my my fleur-de-lis. I'm a Louisiana native. If you know, you know. So I'm keeping this for now. I'm just gonna put it up there as a keeper for now. This was Whitney's dad. Whitney was born in Germany, and it was something his dad got while they were there. I'm not gonna get rid of this without asking him, so that's gonna go up here. These two mugs I have not used in forever. I kept them, I know, for a while because I had a place in my last house where I would do tea stations, and I was thinking that these would be really pretty on my tea station, but since I don't have that space in this house and I haven't used these, I'm not going to use them. I don't really like the shape of those, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate these. They are really pretty though, so that'll be a good find for somebody at the thrift store. So I think this is the thermos I kept last time, thinking that we might need it. This I'm keeping. I like to put baking soda in here and then sprinkle it in my sinks or whatever I'm cleaning. So I just need to find the place that I want to use it and actually start using it again. These, like my other little organizers, I'm keeping for now. I put these in drawers to organize things, but I don't know. Eventually I will be getting rid of some of that stuff. Again, if you know, you know, we're huge LSU fans. I'm not ready to get rid of this yet. Not sure if I ever will be ready to get rid of this, even if I don't use it very often. This is staying. So I was just noticing this pencil box, but then I saw these two underneath here. I'm not using these. I got rid of a lot of these before, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the donate box. Don't need them. As far as the pencil box, I may use this for something, so I'm just going to keep this right here with my other organizers. This is my dough bowl, and I love it. It is a glass dough bowl. I use it on tablescapes. I use it for decorating, for seasonal decor. I absolutely love it. Not getting rid of that. This was a thrift store find. I think I got this for like $10, and it's one of the best thrift store finds I ever got. I bought this several years ago, and in my last house I could use it because it was more of a coastal house. This is where we're living now. It's mountain, it is not coastal. This is not going to work at all in this house, so it is time to let this go for sure. I also bought this a few years ago at the thrift store, and I used it for seasonal decorating. I don't think this works with this house. I doubt that I would be using this, so I'm ready to let it go. I had talked about it in my last video saying I wasn't sure. This was one of the items that I went back and thought about, and I was like, yes, I just need to let that go. So up here I have two things. This is a little tiered tray that they took apart. I still use this. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. I love it. I use it for little things, like I would actually use this for appetizers. I've set up little bars when I've had guests come to visit, where I set up a little water station with some snacks and things, and I use this a lot for that. So that is definitely a keeper. This was Whitney's mother's, and I do like it. I like this. It's brass. The design on it is not necessarily my favorite, but if you set this on a shelf or something and put a candle or something on it, I think I could still use this, so I am going to keep this. I like that it's a good heavy metal, and I think it would work in this house. Not, like I said, not so much the design, but just the dish as a base. I think it would work, so I'm keeping this. This bowl I love, and I do use it for seasonal decorating. It's really pretty on the inside. It's got the gold on the outside. I love that. I love this little black knot. I haven't used it in a while. I had a spot where I used to use it, but I'm not ready to let go of this yet either. I think I could use this for shelf styling or on a coffee table, put it on top of a book or something. So I'm definitely gonna keep that. This belonged to my mother-in-law, and she gave it to me one day because she knew that I love that type of stuff and she knew I would love it. I think I can find a great spot in my house for this right now, so I'm definitely keeping that. And it's one of the pieces that I think I want to pull out and try to find a place on my shelves or somewhere where I can put it. I do use it a lot when I do seasonal decor, but I think I can find maybe even a more prominent spot for it in this house, because I do love that item, and I love the fact that she was thoughtful and gave it to me. It's warmed up a little bit, and the girls are loving being outside in the sun. Even Lacey is enjoying going out in the front yard and just hanging out there. It's a gorgeous day today, and I thought this would be the perfect time to go ahead and start loading up the car with the things that I simplified the other day in my little 10-minute, I think it was more than 10 minutes, maybe like 15 minutes or so declutter that I did the other day. My little sidekick is out here with me. So Whitney brought the big box down for me, and he put that in the car. And then I brought down my trash box. I want to put these in a trash bin, but before I do that, I want to count all of my items. So far, I'm at 178 items. I'm anxious to see what I ended up getting the other day in just that little bit of like 10 or 15 minute span that I was doing some simplifying. I did find one other item that was down there, and it was just kind of sticking out, and I went ahead and got it. It's this little rug that I had bought. Thought maybe I would be able to use it, and I just haven't been able to use it. I know it's like money wasted. It's too late to return it, so I just need to donate it. But you know, that's the thing, is I think sometimes we get caught up in like, well, I spent the money, I hate to get rid of it, but it's not working. I didn't return it in time, so I just need to get rid of it and donate it. I'm not going to use it, so why should I keep it? The money is already gone. This is the garbage, the stuff I need to get a trash bag for. I ended up putting this in here because it's broken. Whitney tried gluing it together, but it didn't stick. I'm not able to get it open right now to show you, but it's broken, so I need to throw that away. I'm throwing away this cup because the lid's broken, so we talked about that. And then I'm throwing away these, so that's 3 items. And then this is just, I found this in there. I don't know if I should count this as an item or not. It's just an old baggie, but it was shoved up with all that other stuff. So anyway, I put it in here. So I'm just gonna count 3 items there. I'm counting the items in my box. I know I have 7 growlers, and then this is 8, 9, 10 with the mugs. I found this candle that I ended up putting in there this morning, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15. My ember mug is 16, 17, 18, 19. I'll count that as 1 item. 19, and this is 2, so that's 20 and 21. So that's 21 items plus the rug for this box right here. I had 178 items. This was 25 total, including the trash. So that brings me to 203. I'm so excited. So my goal was to do 300 items by the end of March. Right now I'm at 203 items and it is February 26th. So I have a few more days in the month. So I am going to really challenge myself and I'm going to see if in the next couple of days I can get the rest of the items that I need and actually do 300 by the end of February. So that would be 2 more days from now, but it's early in the day, so I still have a couple of days. I'm gonna load up some more stuff in the car because I still have everything from my last simplifying session that I never brought yet. So I'm gonna get my car all loaded up. And I also want to, this week, by the 28th, go and make a donation to the donation place because I keep saying this, but the whole goal is to get things out of the house, not just sitting in the garage or hanging around in my car. So in the next couple of days, I want to take a load, but I still have things that I want to declutter down in the storeroom. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and then I'll just carry it on into the next video where I continue on with my simplifying down in that storeroom. I feel like if I can make room in the storeroom, then as I start simplifying other places upstairs that are really, you know, making it difficult for me to use right now, like for example, my laundry room and other places where maybe I need to bring things downstairs, I need to free up the space to be able to do it. I had talked about going through my house in a systematic way, and I know it seems very chaotic and random in the way that I'm doing it, but I am doing it in a way that's freeing up space for me to then move things in if I need to, and actually start putting things where ultimately they may end up living, the things that I'm actually going to end up keeping. Girls are out here enjoying their sunshine, so I thought I would come out here to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Lacey, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Say bye-bye.